Hello everyone, welcome to Supriya's Easy Neat. In this video, we are going to revise an important topic, and there are many questions asking in NEET and JEE exam from this topic. So it will be helpful for you if you are going to study in a short way. So the topic is distinction between some pair of compounds. For example, we can unsaturation test, Lucas test, iodoform test, aldehydes and ketones test, aromatic compounds. So we can distinguish every compound by using some test. So let's start the video. Now the first one is the unsaturation test, and it is a double or triple bonded compounds. Unsaturation means double or triple bonded compound. When this is added to the bromine, that is in CCl4, it gives a colorless compound. So first look at the example. RCH double bond CHR plus Br2 in CCl4 gives, and this Br both added to this double bond. So it is colorless compound. This is an unsaturation test. And now alkyne in this bromine and CL4, two Br are attached to the same carbon atoms. Next, double or triple bonded compounds plus Bayer's reagent in pink color. Bayer's reagent is nothing but cold dilute KMNO4 having pink color, and it gives brown precipitate when it reacted with the unsaturated compounds. So example, alkene plus cold dilute KMNO4 reacted, it gives colorless compound like this RCHOH and CHOHR plus MnO2 is the brown precipitate. So brown precipitate compound is MnO2. Same for the alkynes. So it will release MnO2 and one RCOOH and another R-COOH. So two different groups are attached to the triple bonded carbon. Now if one is a group, bulky group, or and the other is the hydrogen atom, we will get RCOOH plus CO2 plus H2O. So this is very important. And above test is not given by benzene, although it has unsaturation. Even benzene is an unsaturated compound, it will not give the Bayes reagent test. Next, test for terminal alkyne. The terminal alkyne is we can distinguish by, for alkyne means triple bonded compound. So to test ammoniacal silver nitrate solution and ammoniacal cuprous chloride. So ammoniacal silver nitrate solution is AgNO3 plus NH4OH. This is the ammoniacal silver nitrate solution. Ammoniacal cuprous chloride, that is NH4OH plus CuCl2. So this is the compound, and when it reacted with the alkynes, we will get a NH4NO3 from ammoniacal silver nitrate, and water are removed, and remaining will be RC triple bond CAG. So it is a white precipitate. So remember this. And for this ammoniacal cuprous chloride, same NH4Cl and H2O are released, and the remaining compound is RC triple bond C Cu. So it is a red precipitate. So remember the precipitate color, it is white precipitate from ammoniacal silver nitrate solution, and ammoniacal cuprous chloride, it is red precipitate. Next, how will you distinguish the nature of X group in CX bond? So, how CX bond we can distinguish it by aqueous KOH. That is, it will give ROH plus KX. When you are treated with HNO2 and HNO3 and AgNO3, it will give a AgX precipitate. And if the X is chlorine, it will the precipitate will be white. And for bromine, yellow precipitate will be obtained. Next is the Lucas test. Lucas test for what we use to distinguish between primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols. So when you treat tertiary alcohol with Lucas reagent, what is Lucas reagent? Lucas reagent is anhydrous zinc chloride plus concentrated HCl. So Lucas reagent at room temperature, you will be getting this cloudness appears immediately, and this compound you will be getting the OH is replaced by Cl. And then if you treat secondary alcohol, cloudness appears within 5 minutes. So that is the secondary alcohol. And for primary alcohol, the cloudness appears after 30 seconds. So the for Lucas reagent, the quick compound will give is primary alcohol will give quick reaction. That is after 30. Sorry. tertiary alcohol will give cloudness immediately. So the quick reaction is given by tertiary alcohol, and primary alcohol does not give cloudness. You can remember it like that. So and this type of alcohols, that is secondary type of alcohols, give iodoform test. When that is I2 plus NaOH is iodoform formula. Iodoform test is given by this compound. It will give CHI3 plus RCOONA. Next, the phenol. How will you distinguish phenol with ferric chloride? Gives a violet coloration. So, when you treat this, see here, phenol plus FeCl3 will give 3H plus ions plus this compound. It is like a coordination compound. FeOC6H3 6 times 3 minus plus 3HCl. This is a violet colored compound. So when they will not ask about the compound, they will ask the coloration. So phenol when reacted with ferric chloride, it will give violet coloration. Next is carbonyl group. Carbonyl group is C double bond O group. Carbonyl compound when reacted with 2,4-dinitrophenyl sorry 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrogen. It gives see this reaction, and this is the 2,4-dihydronitrophenol. It will give, see, one NH is there and it is replaced here. So carbon and H2O, they are removed from here, and the carbon is joined to the nitrogen. So this is the compound it is giving. And what is this 2,4 dinitrophenyl hydrogen? This is Brady's reagent. So for distinguishing carbonyl group, we will use Brady's reagent. And all aldehydes and only aliphatic methyl ketones plus NaHSO3 gives white crystalline bisulfate. So this is also an important point. All aldehydes, there is no exception, and only aliphatic methyl ketones. So methyl ketones should be there, and when reacted with NaH sodium bisulfite, it will give white crystalline bisulfite. See here, this is an aldehyde, and when they reacted with the NaHSO3, they give white crystalline. This is somewhat white crystalline bisulfite. See here, the OH has been taken this side, and a H has been added to this double bond O, and another group NaSO3 has been added to the carbon. So the compound looks like this. And next is the methyl ketones. Methyl ketones is one of the group should be methyl in the formula. So next, when it reacted with NaHSO3, it will give. See here, one OH will be attached to this, and another compound will be NaSO3 will be attached there in the carbon. So this is how we distinguish between the compounds. Next is for aldehyde group. Aldehyde group is CHO group. When we reacted with Tollens reagent, they will give silver mirror color. So the what will they do? They will give silver mirror. And when aldehyde is reacted with Tollens reagent, that is 2AgNH3 5 times plus gives rise to RCOO plus 2H2O plus 4NH3 plus 2Ag, and this will be the Ag precipitate of Ag is silver mirror. When aldehyde is added to Fehling solution, so this is one first one is Tollens reagent, we will get silver mirror. When we add it to Fehling solution, we will get reddish brown precipitate. So reddish brown precipitate. See here, Fehling solution when aldehyde copper plus 5OH minus gives RCOO minus plus 3H2O plus Cu2O, and this Cu2O is the reddish brown precipitate. And C double bond to CH3 group gives iodoform test. So what see here? Uh, Secondary alcohols gives iodoform test, and methyl ketones CH3CO methyl ketones gives iodoform test. I2 plus NaOH is the iodoform formula we have to use, and when they give, we will get yellow precipitate CHI3. Iodine is yellow precipitate. For bromine, it will be pale yellow. For iodine, it will be nice yellow color. We can see the thick yellow. And another compound liberated is RCOONA. Next, for aromatic aldehyde group. Aromatic aldehyde when reacted with the Tollens reagent will give silver mirror. But when aromatic aldehyde reacted with Fehling solution, it will be a negative test. So negative test. See here, where see this is the aldehyde, aromatic aldehyde. When it gives Tollens reagent, we can get Ag silver mirror. We can get Tollens reagent. This is next Fehling solution. Will get negative test. It will not be reacting. Next for carboxylic group, that is COOH group, acid group. When they reacted with sodium bicarbonate, it gives an effervescence. Effervescence is CO2. It will give a brisk effervescence. Next for formic acid, when we add Fehling solution, see first tolerance reagent, it will give silver mirror. For Fehling solution, it will be giving red precipitate. So formic acid reacts, gives some positive test for Fehling solution and tolerance reaction. And aromatic aldehyde will give positive test for tolerance reaction and negative test for Fehling solution. And aldehyde group will give both positive and both tests are positive for aldehydes. And only tolerance reagent is positive for aromatic aldehyde. And formic acid, both are positive test. Next for amines. Amines, primary amine is when reacted with KOH and CHCl3. This is carbalamine reaction. Gives an isonitrile, that is offensive smell. You can see the reaction when primary amine is reacted with KOH plus CHCl3. So this is the carbalamine reaction. It gives isonitrile, which has an offensive smell. Then amines primary or secondary or tertiary. We can another test is Hinsberg test. So first reaction is carbylamine test. By the name itself, it's giving for amines reaction only for primary amine. You can remember like that carbylamine, amine, and it is for only primary. So the carbylamine reaction reagent is for KOH plus CHCl3. It will giving an isonitrile. Next, amines when reacted with Hinsberg test. Primary amine plus benzene sulfonide chloride. It will give a precipitate, and when it is reacted with KOH, it is soluble. So primary amine will be soluble, and when secondary amine react with the benzene sulfonide chloride, it will give a precipitate, and again when we add it to KOH, it will be insoluble. Tertiary amine plus benzene sulfonyl chloride, there will be no reaction. And the Hinsberg reagent is benzene sulfonyl chloride. So remember it, Hinsberg reagent is benzene sulfonyl chloride. So primary amine will give positive test, that is last product will be soluble in it. Secondary amine will be insoluble, and tertiary amine starting itself no reaction. Next is difference distinction between chloroethane and chlorobenzene. Ethane and chlorobenzene. So C2H5Cl is chloroethane. When reacted with aqueous KOH, it will give C2H5 OH plus KCl. When we reacted with again when we treated with HNO2 and AgNO3, it will give AgCl, which is a white precipitate. So reaction is when chloroethane is reacted with aqueous KOH, it will give C2H5OH plus KCl. When we react C2H5OH again to HNO3 and AgNO3, it will give AgCl, which is a white precipitate. Next is benzyl chloride, which with aqueous KOH, it will give a no reaction will be occurring in it. So benzyl chloride plus aqueous KOH will be no reaction. That is chlorobenzene. Sorry, will not benzyl chloride. Chlorobenzene will not give any reaction. Then chloroethane will give white precipitate. This is the distinction between chloroethane and chlorobenzene. Next, chlorocyclohexane plus chlorobenzene. So chlorocyclohexane is just like an ring ring compound, ring alkane compound, and attached to chlorine plus aqueous KOH. When we boiled it, it will give this alcohol. See here, hexanol, cyclohexanol. and when reacted with again gives again KCl. When reacted with again HNO3 and AgNO3, it will give AgCl, white precipitate. And we know already that chlorobenzene, when reacted with aqueous KOH, it will give no reaction. Chloroethane and bromoethane. So chloroethane C2H5Cl to bromoethane C2H5Br. When they both reacted with aqueous KOH, we know both will give C2H5OH and C2H5OH. And when they react with HNO3 and AgNO3, AgCl will be coming. So it is white precipitate. When C2H5OH and KBr react with HNO3 and AgNO3, it will give AgBr and it will be yellow precipitate. We already studied that chlorine will give white precipitate, bromine will give yellow precipitate. Next, distinction between benzyl chloride and chlorobenzene. Benzyl chloride is C6H5CH2Cl. Chlorobenzene is C6H5Cl. You can write down the formula. You can note it down also. When reacted with aqueous KOH, it will give Ag C6H5CH2OH plus KCl. So Cl will be replaced and OH will be attaching here, and KCl will be removed. And when they react with HNO3 and AgNO3, we will be getting AgCl, which is the white precipitate. Next one, chlorobenzene reaction occurs KH same with no reaction. 10. Ethyl chloride and vinyl chloride. Ethyl chloride is C2H5Cl. Vinyl chloride is CH2 double bond CHCl. So double bond will be there between the two carbon atoms. So when they react with aqueous KOH, we will have same ethyl chloride, we know, right? C2H5OH plus KCl. It will give an AgCl, white precipitate, when reacted with HNO3 and AgNO3. And vinyl chloride, there will be no reactions. N-propyl alcohol and isopropyl alcohol. So now the alcohol test. So N-propyl alcohol is straight chain compound, which is a primary alcohol. So when it is like Lucas test. So primary alcohol, no cloudness at room temperature. Then secondary alcohol gives cloudness within 5 minutes. Tertiary alcohol gives immediately. So cloudness, we will get cloudness immediately. And next we will have a video of part 2 from this. So if you like this video, like, share, comment and subscribe. Thanks for